This morning, I was thinking of, what is this Vitality Live about? Welcome in. Do this every week. It's about those times when I'll share a story about something a journey I've gone through and loop it back around to you and your journey and reclaiming your vitality. My name is Rhonda Liebig. I'm a vitality coach and I help people do videos, open up their vocals. I think that's why I'm here, and the lessons that I'm learning along the way with having 20 years being on thyroid medicine. Probably going on 9 years now, not being on any medicine at all. And it's been a discovery. And in those quiet times, when I thought maybe I'm still sick and I may need to go back on medicine, or who am I fooling? Or people telling me I need to go back on medicine because they saw me go through some things. Until the one day I claimed that I'm not sick anymore. So I could really stand up for myself boldly, for my body. Not around anybody else, because I can build that as I go along, to connect with people and share with them. No, I'm not going to go back on medicine. But just that energy around seeing myself and what I'm asking for. And so there's those quiet times. Those quiet times bring on some interesting things where I started living my life, seeing as these people in my life, my sister, my stepmom, my best friend. Wow. So many things about my best friend I think about today, and how she's just partnering with me all over the place, just listening to my intuition, really. That's what she represents for me. I feel that there's more than just the black and white of life. And I got that from the 2 years of 5 people passing on in my life. That truth is what's brought this conversation on today. So when we look at the pain of losing people in our life and they've passed on and we can't feel them any longer, they're really, really gone. Oh, I got a story. If my mom is watching, this is going to be funny. So my Uncle Charlie passed away. He was very special in our family. He had a big heart, such a big heart. When he passed on, my mom and him, best friends, watched over each other. When he passed on, there was an empty hole for many of us. My mom really felt it and, went through that journey of her best friend, brother. They probably took care of each other in so many ways. Things started moving in her house after he passed on. My mom was extremely, extremely sad, as you can expect. And I want to share this story because I feel like there's a fine line there, not a fine line, a thin veil of really being able to connect to those who have passed on. And things would just be shifted. She could feel some type of presence. And I kept sharing with her, hey, you're a sensitive being. You can feel people's energy. That's a special quality. And I bet what's happening at your house is Uncle Charlie's still around, coming to visit you, hanging out, making sure that his big sis is okay. At that time, I was confused on what I thought. I just knew it was really fun to talk to my mom about these things. And it felt truth because it wouldn't stop. But I knew how sad my mom was. I'm like, listen to that. Uncle Charlie's right here visiting you. In my quiet times, I've noticed that that's how I feel it. There's, Anna, my stepmom, my sister, that they come and visit. And I want to connect that. Doesn't matter what you feel, because I want you to put that in for yourself when people are passing on. Again, 5 years, 5 people, 2 years, people passing away that I was so close with or meant something really deeply to me. And I want to send that to you. I want to send that love to you. But I also want you to think about this. Well, how do we repurpose that? How do we really live in our truth to be able to transition? Do we just say, let's don't talk about them anymore, it's over, let's move on, it's our time to move on? But what if you were able to find the happiness factor and you could still be living, some people passing on, you're just like, you can just feel it, you're like, they're here visiting. I can't talk to them one-on-one, but I can listen to my intuition and really be in tune, and I can feel them here. And I talk to my client Donna all the time about this. She's always talking about her husband who passed away. She's been with me for going towards 8 years now, over 7 years, and her husband passed on, and she has these walks with her husband, like conversation. He guides her sometimes. She truly believes this. I believe this stuff too, and it's in those quiet times. So how do we repurpose this? And if your view is that you don't get this, kind of just put it in there about, like, I'm feeling, how do I want to repurpose my energy? Or partner with me if you're feeling this vibe of like, yes, I believe this too. It's okay no matter where you come from. We're all is all and supporting in the same. Now it digs you into a deep hole when somebody passes on. Good morning. And in that hole takes all that energy to hold that hole. And it can be in your heart, it can be in your belly, it can be around your liver where you're really angry. And when you start really visualizing that you love these people that are passing on, and you're feeling this pit in your stomach or in your heart, you have this pain, and maybe it's just been a little bit, maybe a month, a year, so maybe there's a lot of gingerness there, but people who have passed on like 10 years ago, and we have that stuck anger in us because they're no longer here, and it's almost as if nobody wants us to talk about them anymore. And is it because maybe we'll get too sad? Or they're just like, I don't want to deal with it because I want to deal with death. And I'm like, let's just deal with it. Because all that energy just keeps getting revved up more and more. And as we go along, there's more things and happenings in our life that tether and keep adding on to that one incident of your best friend passing on, your mom passing on, your family member passing on. But what if you were able to bring truth for yourself of whatever you want at this moment, whatever you trust yourself to be, whatever you trust that there is a thin line where you can connect with them. Maybe you feel like you can't, but how can you let that go so that you open up that energy and you take a breath in and you can feel it and you go, man, I've had a chronic pain in my belly. And they're bringing 25 years of being in the health industry here with you. So you want to scrub that and release it and let it go and claim your energy. You know that low vibrato, low energy, you don't even see your food as like sexy food, like your food is just your food. And not just your taste buds, like your food fuels your body. It's beautiful. It takes the aches and pains away, but you need the mindset and the flow. And when we get stuck, when those people pass on and we get stuck in life and things get worse and worse instead of creating, opening up, learning about this, having those deep pains and being able to bubble it up so life really becomes deeper truth. That deeper truth is going to consistently help us up level so that we can stand strong, support each other. We are all dealing with people passing on. Put it in perspective of what you feel like the truth is for you. I know for me anymore, after being off of medicine for so long, I have to bring truth in those quiet spots when I used to be at myself and beat myself up and I got on my medicine because I was so aggressively mean to myself consistently in my cycles. We need to break those synapses in our brain, rewire this new software that we want to update in our brain so that we can claim our energy. If we keep doing that, somebody must be here. If we keep doing that, I promise you, you're going to feel so much better. I want you to be away from chronic pain. I want you to feel good. My humanity project is that we stop blaming and shaming others. But first, we can't do that. So we'll do it on an accident, even for love bugs. Because we're blaming and shaming ourselves. How can we clear that? It doesn't matter who brought it onto you. Let it go. How can you let things go for yourself so that you really can release the pain of our loved ones passing on? I want to send you so much love. Tell me how this hits for you. This is such a sensitive subject, but I'll tell you, if you don't have energy, that's a sensitive subject too, because energy is speaking everything to what we're doing to our body through our mindset, not allowing our loved ones to pass so that we get to enjoy the experiences we had with them on earth, but also allow them to be. And let's keep celebrating them. And let's keep talking to them, because I believe their spirit is around. Welcome them in. It's all what you believe. All is one. We're speaker locking arms. We're holding and supporting each other. You smile out there. People are going to be smiling back at you, and you're going to change lives. That's what that hashtag speaker locking arms. I believe we're all in this humanity project, shifting and changing this world. I love you and appreciate you. Share with me how this affected you today. It affected me a lot. Namaste.